All right. Let's go over all the tier 10 cruisers and let's talk about like the best ones that are in the game right now. So let's start this off with the Hawaii. I think the Hawaii is one of the best cruisers in the game right now for tier 10. Extreme DPM, really good armor. Overall, I think it's one of the best. Main downside is the radar's only 8.5 kilometers and you have to actually know how to aim. But other than that, the thing is pretty OP. Also, really strong anti if you build into it. It makes it where FDRs can't even hit it. So it has good HE. It doesn't have a lot of pen with it. AP is good for broadsides. You can really melt things with the F key. But yeah, overall, it's one of the best cruisers in the game. Moskva also is one of the best cruisers in the game. For competitive, that 12-kilometer radar, super accurate shells, I think it's also pretty god tier. It's definitely one of the best coal ships in the game. Yeah, it's really, really good. Bremen's also strong too, but it's more of a kiting cruiser. So it's not going to help you win as many matches. It's got good guns, good torpedoes. It's not that tanky. It's got good Hydra too. But yeah, it's not going to help you win as many matches, but it's definitely good for padding your damage stats. That's for sure. Napoli. It's the Italian Petro. Good sap secondary gimmick, exhaust smoke with the spotter to be able to spot during it. Guns are okay. They don't have the highest DPM, but they're good for fire string with the HE, and the AP is good for broadsides. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's definitely one of the top coal ships. Yodo. Yodo, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'd rather play a Zhao instead. Yodo's essentially a destroyer that's been put up with cruiser slot. The guns, they're very lofty because they're essentially destroyer guns. Torpedoes are decent. I don't know. If you want to play like a lower caliber version of Zhao, then more torpedo focused, then sure, you can play the Yodo. Zhao is very, very strong in the tech tree line for tier 10s. Good torps, amazing guns, good HE and AP, great concealment, good hydro. Overall, very, very strong tier 10 cruiser. I like it a lot. Yoshino, it's more just like you have to be off the map. It's essentially a battle cruiser. It's got big guns that can punish broadsides with their AP and dev strike cruisers. But if you get anywhere near close, anyone gets close to you at all, they'll just melt you. All right, it'll just absolutely melt you. So you got to be careful of that. So I'm not as big fan of it. Kushiro is this weird gimmick that it came out during the anniversary event last year, and it's pretty good. Like overall, it gets an exhaust smoke gimmick with a really nice smoke firing penalty on it as well, which allows you to be able to punish destroyers. Like it allows you to play more like as a cap contesting cruiser that helps support your destroyer. If you're able to do that, then it does like a really good job. It also gets Hydra as well, which is really nice. But yeah, overall, it's a really good ship. Good twerps, good guns. Overall, it's really, really good. Kitakami is still one of the worst tier 10 cruisers in the game. I know that I can make it look really easy to play, or my version of how I play, it's really fun to play or looks fun to play, but this thing is one of the worst ships in the actual game for tier 10s. The way they have the torpedoes done, if they did it the regular way, it would make it OP. They had to make it where it cycles each reload through, because if they had it the regular way, it would be very OP. It's essentially just a giant torpedo boat, and that's it. So it's gonna either feast or famine, so I'm not really a big fan of it. Like, I can do beams with it, but actually playing it normally, it's garbage. Des Moines is one of the best tier 10 tech tree cruisers in the game. Really strong, really good cap contesting and island holder or flank holder on the island, similar to Moskva. Really good DPM, really good AP with improved ricochet angles. HE is really good too, and with the legendary mod, it allows you to jump from island to island really quickly. So I'm a really big fan of the Des Moines overall. You see the Des Moines being used in competitive and smokescreen strats as well, with that 10-kilometer radar if it's kind of forced to do that, like if they ban certain ships, but it can do that as well, so it's pretty nice. Worcester is okay. It's not as good as what it used to be. It's not a bad cruiser, but it's also not god tier. It's not as flexible on what it's able to do. Like, your main job is essentially just sitting at islands and just farming over them. It's not as flexible as I say like the Des Moines is. You can try to play this open water, but it's pretty rough nowadays. Like, you can still play okay, but it's not as good as like a Des Moines for helping to win matches. Salem is also really good too. It's got a super heal in compared to the regular heal of the Des Moines. He also has what's it called? It also has an 8.5 kilometer radar instead of the regular 10. So, but yeah, overall, just it is what it is. Like it's good. It's great. Good for ranked. Good for randoms. It's overall really good. If you want a more tanky Des Moines, then this is definitely it. Austin. Would I recommend the Austin? Like, with Hawaii being around, I don't like recommending Austin as much. It does have its own, like, it does have SAP, it has HE, it has an interesting gimmick compared to, like, the Hawaii with its main battery reload booster. It's just that overall, it's okay. Like, I just don't recommend it as much because it's a steel ship. The Hawaii kind of took over the role that it had, but it's still a mini ship as well. Puerto Rico, I think people overhype the Puerto Rico. The guns are very, like, they're very inconsistent, and to make them consistent, you have to get closer. And the fact you have to get closer with this thing is really bad because this thing can just get far and for days. So I don't really like the ship. It forces you to play closer because of how bad the shell arcs are, and as well as the, like, how inaccurate it is at distance. But in getting closer, you also get farmed out faster. So I'm not a big fan of it. Let's see, what's the next one? We got Nevsky. Nevsky is one of the best flank kiting cruisers in the game and smoke farmers in the game. It's got 12 kilometer radar, good torps, but the main strength is its guns. It has a fast reload, super fast shells that are laser accurate. This thing is just broken. It's been banned from essentially every clan battles for like 2 or 3 years, and banned from King of the Seas for 2 or 3 years. It only recently just got unbanned from clan battles, so we'll see how it goes in the clan battle season. But yeah, this is one of the most broken kiting cruisers in the game. Petro is also extremely broken too. You might as well just call these a Soviet bias cruisers. This thing is one of the tankiest things in the game, and it has a 360 rear turret and front turrets, so you can easily keep all your guns on targets at all times. And this thing has the penetration of a battleship. Even though the guns are 220 millimeters, you can Citadel broadside Kremlins from like 12, 13 kilometers. It's pretty insane, dude. Like, I don't understand why this thing has such strong pin for such small guns, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It also gets 12 kilometer radar and hydro, which is also extremely strong. Going from that, we have the Komissar. Komissar has really good guns. The guns are similar to the Stalingrads. They're really good. Good reload as well. It has hydro. It's also a hybrid as well. So it has, thank you. Hello. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. But no, it has aerial depth charges, as well as having the attack fighters as well. So you can kind of you can do spotting for your team as well as force people to go broadside. And it does really well in that regard. And the guns are, they can just dev strike cruisers. And also do really good damage on battleships as well. HE's good too. Smolenks is still a monster for being a tier 10 cruiser. People will say it's not as good as what it used to be, but no, that's just because you don't really see them as much anymore. But the ship is absolutely insane for a tier 10 cruiser. It had one of the highest DPMs in the game and is still a very strong smoke farming cruiser. It's also if a destroyer is within like 10 or 9 kilometers of you, you're just gonna absolutely melt it. There's almost nothing they can do. Like they will just suffer. So Swans is still really strong. Stalingrad, I don't recommend it as much as I used to because it used to be really good, but back when they changed how the fire duration worked for cruisers, this thing now having a 60 fire duration as well as no fire prevention, you essentially have to play it like a battleship. So with how much it costs for steel, like it has amazing AP. It technically has the best AP in the game for a cruiser, or the best guns in the game for cruisers. It has good AP, good HE, good guns overall, 12 kilometer radar. But overall, you essentially have to play like a battleship. If you don't play like a battleship, then you suffer. So there's that. Hindenburg, very strong ship as well. Really good in the meta. You just have to be able to notice between the HE and AP, and it does really well with that. The AP can punish broadsides. HE with the better pen of the Germans, it allows you to pen a lot more targets and just a lot more just raw damage, which is really nice. So yeah, I think it's a very good tech tree overall. Adalbert, I think Adalbert's stronger than the Hindenburg is because the Adalbert can actually be used in more variety of roles. You can use its main guns for longer distance shooting, and you can actually dev strike cruisers with this thing. The guns are really accurate as well for long distance. The rear guns are 360, which is nice as well, and you get the manual secondaries, which allows you to shoot over islands that secondaries don't normally shoot over. So I think the Adalbert's also really, really good as well. It's very, very strong. You can take it into, you can build it for guns, you can build it for secondaries. Overall, it's just a monster, and it has good armor and good torpedoes. So overall, it's really good. Hildebrand isn't as good as, like, it's still very, very, very strong. And its main strike, the guns are okay. They're not the most accurate, but they can still slap with the AP. Its main strength, of course, is its planes. It has a really fast reload for its torpedo bombers, and then its dive bombers just nuke anything that hits it. But essentially, it makes it where every 60 seconds, you can just keep spotting destroyers over and over and over again, which means you essentially, this is the most hybrid ship in the game, where its main role is legit just being a CV, and in doing so allows it to spot for your team, and it helps you win by knocking out the enemy destroyers or just spotting in general. So it's pretty OP, and it's pretty OP in the right hands. Goliath is just like, it's just so power crap nowadays, dude. I don't know how they have to buff this thing. I think the reload is way too slow for this thing nowadays. Like it's such a terrible reload, and with its gun range being 16.8, it's like, bro, it's just so garbage. Like, I don't understand why they haven't buffed this thing. Like, it's been power crept ever since it first came out. This thing is like actually garbage. I wish they would do something to make it better, because there's so many ships that does this job better that are also tech tree, and it's like, I don't know why. Everything melts it nowadays, so I don't know. I hate it. They should buff it. Minotaur is still good. You can build radar or smoke. It does good with it being, even though it's only AP only. It has improved ricochet angles and improved. It has short fuse times, which allows it to pin destroyers, which just nukes them. So if you see like a radar Minotaur on your team, he's probably gonna try killing the destroyers early off, which it can do pretty easily. So I think this is like really, really good. I also need to remember that there's 2 other ships that I don't have. I forgot that there's 2 of them I don't have at the moment. Yeah, so let's see. Sevastopol, absolute garbage. I understand the gimmick they were trying to do with it having a special heal to where it makes it tankier in that short period, but the cooldown is so long, it just makes it terrible. And then the AP shells on it are really good. It's like, they are accurate, but in game, like on paper, it looks good, but in game, it's actually just absolutely terrible. This thing is garbage. Like, I don't know why they have this ship. In Gibraltar is absolute garbage as well. The Monmouth, which I'm about to be talking about, is essentially just what the Gibraltar should have been. The Gibraltar is designed as like a destroyer light cruiser hunter with having short fuse AP only and a smoke screen generator, which is nice, but it doesn't have a super heal, and this thing just and no torpedoes. While the Monmouth, which is the same thing, it's literally the same ship, has torps as well as normal fuse for the AP, but having the improved ricochet angles. So this thing just slaps cruisers and battleships, and a super heal. It's just better. It's just better in everywhere compared to the Gibraltar. So Gibraltar's garbage. Monmouth is god tier. I love this thing. Plymouth is it's essentially a Belfast, but tier 10, 9-kilometer radar, good concealment overall. Guns are good with being AP. It's not like the ship isn't bad, but it's also not OP. It's like in the middle ground. It's like average. So people don't like it because of that, but the ship can still play well. Defense, I don't think defense is worth the price of what it is. It's like 400 something thousand coal. That's laughable for how expensive this thing is. Yeah, it's got like a cool bow wind torpedoes. That's cool and all, right? And then you got good guns, good HE, good AP, but its gimmick overall just isn't worth how much it's supposed to be. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Henry isn't bad for a kiting cruiser. It's just been forgotten the time. There's just so many other ships that can do its job that are more interesting in playstyle that it's just been forgotten the time. The ship has a reload booster, strong HE and AP, very maneuverable. It has the French acceleration as well, which is really good. It's one of the only ships in the game that you consistently play it as a lighthouse build because of just its ability to dodge, and the guns are amazing. It's such a good ship. It's just forgotten the time. There's ships that does its role better or it helps you win more. Marseille is a very strong pushing cruiser, amazing guns, good AP, good HE, reload booster as well, can punish a lot of ships. It has very strong maneuverability with a very tight turning radius, which allows you to turn in really fast, and the acceleration on it is really good too. So it allows you to be able to dodge incoming shells really fast, or allows you to switch from side to side to get your guns on target. But yeah, it's very, very strong for a tech tree. The Lartigue, like, I don't know why this ship exists when Hildebrand exists. This thing is just absolute garbage compared to it. Like, this thing is meant to be played more as an actual gunboat rather than as, like, a hybrid because of how long the cooldowns are for the planes. Even though the planes bombs are okay, like, they have nice skip bombers, the ship itself is just garbage. I don't understand why this is in the game. It's just a worse Hildebrand. Yeah, these things get fighters too, but it's just garbage. It's just terrible. I don't know why this thing even exists. Brennus, I'm not a fan of the Brennus, but it's not a bad ship. It's like a more maneuverable. It's like you put a Henri and a Marseille put together, and that's what you get for a Brennus. It's very maneuverable. You have to stay mid to long range with it. You can't get close with it. If you do, you just get absolutely blasted. The guns are amazing. Strong AP, good HE, good maneuverability. Torpedoes are meant for close range if you have to do a drive-by or something. But other than that, it's an okay cruiser. It's okay. Colbert is one of the highest skill level ships in the game. It's great if you're really good at the game. If you're terrible, then you're gonna suck at it. Really good DPM, good maneuverability, piloted by the legend himself, John the Ruthless. Captain anyway, but yeah, it's god tier in the right hands, but if you're bad, then yeah, then the ship is bad. Vens used to be a lot more scary of a cruiser back when it came out, and maybe like a few years, like maybe like a year and a half ago. But over time, they've just added so many ships that does its role better for kind of trying, because originally you could play it more like sneaking up on destroyers and kind of nuking them if a destroyer spotted the enemy destroyer. But over time, they've added more and more ships that can do that role better. So it's now stuck to like a more longer range distance sap thrower. And a lot of people, anytime they see this thing, they're just gonna instantly turn into it or out to not take as much damage. So when it first came out, it was more of a menace, but as of now, it's not much of a menace anymore, unfortunately. Jinan, really, really good at holding a flank. Good deep water torpedoes. They hit cruisers, battleships, and CVs. The gun DPM is also really good too. Good smoke, and the anti-air is also really good too. Overall, I think the Jinan's a really good flank holder, but if it has to push, it's not going to do well. It excels when teams are pushing into it, but it can't push itself. If it has to push, it's not going to do as well. Aegeon is the ship you wanted if you ever wanted to have a smoke farming Des Moines. It has the same exact guns as a Des Moines, just has one less gun in total. It does have deep water torpedoes, has a smoke. It's a good smoke farmer. So if you want a smoke farming Des Moines, then that's the Incheon for you. Savea is very strong. It's strong in competitive, strong in randoms. It's one of the best cap contesting cruisers in the game. It has that quick action radar. No, does it have the quick action radar? Let me double check. Yeah, it has a quick cooldown for the radar, as well as having a short burst smoke, which allows it to enter and leave engagements really quickly to help push out destroyers. And with its concealment that's really strong as well, it makes it a true menace when you're trying to control caps, which allows you to win more matches. Gouden Leeuw? Gouden Leeuw is absolute garbage compared to what it used to be. Garbage. They nerfed the damn airstrike reload. They nerfed it to the ground. They made my baby suck. It sucks now. It's terrible. Like, the AP is good on a flat broadside target. With any angle at all, you're not going to do anything. It's like, it has a 60-second fire duration, and the fact that it can't really sit at islands anymore because of how subs, CVs, hybrids, and everything like that, when this whole thing's gimmick is to sit at islands, and then they just nerf the damn airstrike. It's like, bro, like, you might as well have just get the Utrecht instead thing on this thing, because this thing is absolute garbage nowadays, what it used to be. I can still make this thing work because you have to play it nowadays open water with it, or yet you cannot play like at islands. It's way too miserable nowadays. But yeah, overall, Gouden Leeuw just sucks. It's not what it used to be. It suffers compared to what it used to. So it is what it is. Utrecht is legit what the Gouden Leeuw is like, the Utrecht is legit just better than the Gouden Leeuw in every way, in the role that they kind of force it to. 30-second fire duration. It has amazing guns, good HE, AP broadside, sure, but it has really good farming potential. It has a very strong turning radius as well, which allows it to easily dodge incoming shells. And with it having a faster reload time on the airstrikes, as well as the airstrikes having a 14-kilometer range, which is the same range as the legendary Gouden Leeuw. Overall, it's just better than the Gouden Leeuw in like every way now. The only thing it really isn't the fact that it's not as tanky in the term of its armor, but with the 30-second fire duration, it's a lot more tanky in like survivability in that way, and it has a better concealment. Orange is if you just want a Dutch ship for the guns. The Orange is one of the best kiting cruisers in the game with just pure raw DPM potential with the guns. The guns are super good with HE and AP. They're both just amazing. The airstrikes have a super long cooldowns. They're not really meant, that's not its main damage output. The main damage output is the guns. So it's a lot more tanky than the Gouden Leeuw is. And the weird thing is too, doesn't the Orange also have a 30-second fire duration and not a 60? I don't remember if the Orange does. I'll go back to that, but I'm pretty certain that this thing has a 30-second fire duration, while the Gouden Leeuw has a 60, which made no sense, but I don't remember. Could be wrong on that, but somebody will have to let me know on that, because I'm pretty certain it's 30. If it's 60, then I'm wrong, but it's either 30 or 60, but I remembering it being 30 for the Orange, which makes it way better than the Gouden Leeuw. Cerberus is really good. It's got submarine surveillance, great gun DPM. It has the crawling smoke gimmick, which is really nice. Overall, it's a good farming cruiser. Hydro as well. It's just really good in that regard, but it requires spotting to be decent. Brisbane. It's essentially a Minotaur, but with way longer range torpedoes, and it has HE. So it has normal AP and normal HE, while having a 13.5 kilometer torps, which make it extremely strong for kiting flanks, and be able to spot destroyers with its radar, which is really, really good. So overall, I really like this ship. It's really fun to play. Pioneer is one of the best cap controlling cruisers in the game. It gets that crawling smoke of the Commonwealth, while also having a 12-kilometer radar and a submarine surveillance, which helps you be able to push out destroyers and subs. Downside, though, is it has a preparation time for it, so you can't use it right away. So at the beginning of the match, you're kind of a little bit more passive, and then you move in later once your radar and your submarine surveillance is good to go. Also, torpedoes are nice too, but they're more meant like as a final like trying to go broadside to someone and nuking them kind of thing. And yeah, most of the guns are at the front, so you can kind of just sit bow in and just farm people with it, which is really nice. San Martin's definitely underrated. Ever since the ever since the Valp came in the game, people have kind of like not looked at the San Martin the same. I think overall the San Martin's extremely strong in the right hands. Its main downside is that it has AP only, but it does have improved ricochet angles, just not a short fuse. So you can do big damage onto cruisers and to battleships with it. With the destroyer, it's a little bit harder to deal with. But it has a radar and a hydro and a super heal, which is really nice. And a very strong concealment. So overall, it's really good. Castilla is just the definition of average. It has an interesting gimmick with its burst fire. Like, the guns are okay. They're not bad. They can definitely punish broadsides. HE's okay as well. Good concealment. Torpedoes are with 8 kilometers. So yeah, overall, it's not the best. I wish they would do a little bit more for this thing. But yeah, overall, it is what it is. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you think the best cruiser are in the game. But essentially right now, it's like the Petro. Petro, Moskva, Hawaii are some of the strongest. Hildebrand, Napoli, Orange, Utrecht, Brisbane, Adalbert are all really strong contenders as well. So you guys just let me know. But yeah, cool.